ChexSystems, who they are, and the laws that apply to them. Hi, this is Consumer Protection Attorney Bill Clanton. I've helped hundreds of folks deal with consumer protection issues, bad background checks, inaccurate credit reports, debt collection harassment, and all sorts of other consumer-related issues. In this video, we're talking about ChexSystems, who they are, what they do, and the laws that apply to them. ChexSystems is what's known as a specialty consumer reporting agency. They are focused on, it used to just be bad checks, but they're focused on all sorts of banking mistakes. Let me see, include or limited account misuse, fraudulent activity, overdrafts, involuntary closing of accounts, suspected fraudulent activity, unpaid fees, and things like that. So they are the bad banking activities type of credit reporting agency. They were started in 1951. They're based out of Michigan. They have 71 complaints with the Better Business Bureau, and they have a 1-star rating. Over 500 complaints with the CFPB since 2016. The search of the court databases show 56 lawsuits under the Fair Credit Reporting Act and over 1,000 lawsuits overall. So they're no stranger to the courtroom, no stranger to litigation. Now the main law that applies to ChexSystems, especially because they're a specialty reporting agency, is the Fair Credit Reporting Act. Now, the Fair Credit Reporting Act gives you some rights and gives them some duties. You have the right to get a credit report annually from ChexSystems. You can contact them. We'll put their contact information in the description below, but you can contact them and get a copy of your credit report once a year for free. If you've gotten a copy of your credit report from ChexSystems, tell us about it in the comments. We'd like to hear from you about how that process went. Most folks don't have problems with ChexSystems, but if you had a problem with them, we'd like to hear about it. We read all of our comments and we try to respond to them all. I'm very curious about your experience with ChexSystems. So you can get your credit report, your ChexSystems specialty credit report from them once a year for free at the address below. You can call or write them for that. And they have to give accurate and complete credit reports when people ask them. Now, ChexSystems reports get pulled when you open a bank account, typically. And the bank that you're applying with or opening an account with will run a ChexSystems check and then decide to let you open an account or not. And so that's generally when one of these reports is triggered. And if one comes back with inaccurate information on it, it could lock you out of a bank. And it could lock you out of a lot of banks. Lots of banks rely on ChexSystems. So you can become what they call unbanked or debanked because of an error on your ChexSystems report. And you might not know why you can't open an account, but pulling your ChexSystems credit report could show you that. And ChexSystems has all the same problems that other credit reporting agencies have. Mixed files, inaccurate information, bad information that gets to them. So, and they also have all the same obligations, and you have the same rights. You have the right to dispute inaccurate information on your ChexSystems credit report. If you find that's inaccurate, or they're furnishing inaccurate information to banks, then you have the right to dispute that inaccurate information. And then they have to do an investigation and then give you the result of that investigation, your dispute results. If you've disputed that inaccurate information and it hasn't changed, then it may be time to give us a call or call another attorney in your area. Being debanked or unbanked is a serious problem. If you can't deposit your money in a bank, it can make it impossible to operate in the modern banking system. You don't have a debit card or a credit card, it can be really hard to pay for anything. So if you're having a problem with ChexSystems, remember there's a law that applies to them, and you need to take advantage of it and find somebody to help you take advantage of it. We're happy to help you dispute or do an investigation at no charge. And the Fair Credit Reporting Act, the beautiful thing about it is it will require ChexSystems to pay your attorney's fees at the end of a successful case. So if you try to find an attorney to handle a Fair Credit Reporting Act case against ChexSystems, you shouldn't have to pay anything. All right, well, thank you for watching this video, and I would appreciate it if you subscribe to this channel and put a comment below about your experience with ChexSystems. Thank you for watching.